Hello there, Leo, and welcome to your timeless full moon oracle messages. Leo, Spirit wants you to know that your solar fire meets lunar wisdom now. What you give from the heart returns in full bloom. May your light illuminate more than just your path, but the paths of those still searching. Ooh, so Leo, let's take a deeper look at what else Spirit wants you to know when it comes to your full moon oracle messages. And this is for Leo in Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Leo, it sounds like your radiance is returning or has returned. Can you feel it? I hope so. Expectations. See, your radiance has returned or is returning. This means you really have come full circle when it comes to healing, rising up, overcoming challenges, and especially where we may have been challenged by the judgments of others, or we do get into a place as human beings seeking another's approval. But you've done something here where you've outgrown, outshine, and you will continue to outshine in a situation here. So Leo, I just see you being in your power right now. So we've got this card of expectations. Yeah, expect the good. And look at these, light orbs or whatever. I see those as spirit guides that are surrounding you, ancestors. Let's continue and see what else Spirit wants you to know, Leo. Wow. Channel your knowledge. You know, what did Spirit say? May your light illuminate more than just your path, but the paths of those still searching. So, whether you are feeling in tuned with that or resonate with, opening a path for others, you may be on that path right now that's going to lead you to do that. Now, some of you, Leos, you already know you're doing something here when it comes to attaining or, let's say, accessing sacred knowledge, divine knowledge, because Spirit has chosen you to do something with it, right? To share it or to utilize it in your own life. Now put it in your own situation, because some of you, you're having to take charge and just really fill things up in your own life with knowledge, resources, the good things here. Especially because I feel that a lot of you might have already done this, or you're in this where you're just kind of losing patience. Not in a bad way, but where you're just kind of losing patience with just waiting around for things. You're just like, you know what, I'm just going to gather my things, which I see as gathering your energy, especially if you've been feeling spread too thin lately or in the past. And yes, you're recollecting parts of yourself and summoning this divine knowledge. So be willing to create a space, if you don't have it, to just spend some time in quietude. You never know what kind of visions, what kind of knowledge comes to you. So let's continue and see what else Spirit wants you to know. I told you, Leo, you've been chosen here. And Spirit has a message only you can hear. Focus on a solution. You're illuminating the shadow. May your light illuminate more than just your path. It's illuminating the shadows as well. And this is an honorable and sacred thing to do. And how perfect is it for the full moon? This is exactly what the full moon does. Shadows are just that. Light, dark, positive, negative. It's all about polarization, these polarizing effects here. So let's get a little bit more about illuminate the shadows. For some of you, it's just about continuing to release, continuing to shed anything that makes you feel, undeserving, unworthy, or it's not that we all are born with confidence. That takes time. It takes practice, it takes perseverance. But you are doing something here when it comes to maintaining a sense of resilience so that you can illuminate the shadow without it being, negative or distracting. Let's get more with illuminate the shadow. See, right now, this is all about inner power, not outer power. See, inner power, ascended masters. Told you, look at these light orbs. It's the ancestors, the ascended masters. You have access to this. And that's exactly what I was telling you. You have this ability to utilize critical judgment, knowing when it is right to channel these energies, these messages, these downloads, whatever you want to call it. Some of you, it's artistic. I feel that whether it's writing or not, it's all artistic. Anyhow, this is where you're gaining power here because you're not alone. You've woken something up. I mean, there's that sacred roar within you that's already awake. Let's continue and see what else Spirit wants you to know. Okay, look at that, guardian. Guard your energy. And yes, I told you, you have guardians. Ascended masters, angels, whatever you believe, but you do have guardians, I'm telling you. And you need to take care of your energy too if you're not there yet, because this full moon is, I forgot to mention also, with the full moon, you are completing something or releasing something, celebrating something, probably a combination in different areas of your life. This is the time where it is the honorable thing to do to guard your energy, because I see this as completion. The full moon is revealing a sense of completion. So you are meant to take good care of your energy. Someone who is, accessing divine, sacred energies and knowledge, wisdom. And it does take a place and a space to do that. What else? You are releasing. Now, I see that you're going to receive, if not yet, some type of resolve here, especially if emotions have been high, but also, you might be in this place where you could just be releasing, through emotions, through tears, whatever it is. Let's get a little bit more about these emotional challenges, because I feel this is tied in with that shadow here. The other thing that I see, though, because some of you may not resonate with that, that's because what you may resonate with is, this guard your energy. Other people's emotional problems right now that, really it's not necessary for you to step in at this time. There's something else happening here where Spirit is wanting your attention. So you do need to, for those that resonate with that, you need to use discernment when it comes to whether or not it's worthy of your time, your energy, your resources to have to maybe babysit on someone's emotions. Okay, so just take that if it resonates. We got water sign coming through. I sense Scorpio mostly, but anyways, water sign is coming through. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Take that how it resonates for you. Don't worry if you don't care. I just like to point it out there. The past is in the present. So we have this energy signature. Now, there is this awakening where we are reviewing. And remember I was talking about you collecting, or right now you could be collecting, even at a unconscious, subconscious level here of your energies, right? Because yes, the past is in the present. So we do need to be cautious. Look at this, guardian, guard your energy. You've created some type of new vibration, new frequency within your own energetic field. And it is important to hold that, especially because you've broken some type of old energy signature and creating a new one. Keep going with the new energy signature, but just know that the past is still going to, tempt you, right? Or say hello. You don't have to entertain it though. This is the thing. This is why I get something about, using your discernment, which I know you have great discernment on whether you want to entertain someone's problems or the past, because yes, for some of you, absolutely, because the full moon, it does illuminate our emotions, that water aspect of ourselves, that lunar aspect. So yes, you might even find yourself shedding some tears, and that's good too, because at least it has an outlet here. So keep releasing while you're in peace. Just know if you're not feeling, back to a place of feeling whole or more whole, you will. Let's continue and see what else Spirit wants you to know. Raindrops, take a chance on them. Ooh, we're going to have a chance on someone here, whether it's a friendship, whether it's an opportunity, right? So, someone to take a chance on. Let's get a little bit more about that. That's cute. Raindrops. It's almost like you just kind of meet someone during happenstance, right? It just happens to be raining and, oh, I forgot my umbrella, but somebody has an umbrella. And they're like, hey, come over here. You're like, maybe at one time you may have hesitated. You may have said no, but this time you're saying yes. And then we find out that there's maybe a deeper and spiritual bond connected here. It's like what I see, the forces of nature are really helping you right now too. They're bringing you together here. And look at this fairy here. All right, let's get a little bit more about the raindrops, but we kind of see what's going on here. And see, this is what that new frequency that you've already are holding. This is that new frequency that draws us in. This is why we want to hold this. So yes, see, reclaim your mind. You're doing what you can to summon all of your power and your energy for yourself. And if that means you need to, for the time being, maybe be greedy and selfish for your own energy and peace, then do that. Because I feel that you're meant to celebrate about reclaiming aspects of yourself or parts of yourself that maybe it got a little, crazy. So make sure you're doing things to keep your mind calm, pure, and settle. I know it can be difficult at times, but just maintain something that you can do consistently, okay? But I feel a lot of you have gone through the process of reclaiming your mind. And I do see that this person that you're going to take a chance on, this person is going to help you maintain some type of mental and emotional stability here. Not that you would need that outside of yourself, but it's almost like a good anchor for you to rely on. And that's always a good feeling. Especially because I feel you've been downloading all kinds of stuff here. So it kind of makes sense that there's maybe a lot going on in the third eye, in the mental plane here. So how you reclaim your mind is to really stay true to focusing on, solutions, peace, harmony. Even if you don't know how it's going to happen, you may have to just say, I let go, I let God, or I let go, I let the universe. I let go, I let my higher self. And say it over and over and over, okay? Because You are such a divine being, and I just don't want you to feel lost or deceived by circumstances or people. I know it can be hard because you're a true, genuine spiritual warrior. I know. You're very sensitive on a very deep level here. And it is a gift. It's not something that you have to shy away from. You'll just have more control over it if some of you Leos are just finding it a little bit, too much, right? And I don't blame you, Leo. Honestly, I do not blame people for feeling like it's just too much lately. Look at our world right now, especially, in America. Oh my God, doesn't matter where you're at, but we have made ourselves so busy, and we wonder why people are all stressed out. People don't know how to calm down. My God. It's because we have more than enough to handle in just one freaking day. Anyhow, let's continue and see what else, Leo. Oh, baby. Justice is coming. Justice is coming. Now, with this justice, this also means that we are not immune ourselves. Oh, this card wants to come out. We're not immune ourselves, from receiving consequences, right? If we're doing something, it's just about, action and reaction, cause and effect. But I do see something where you are maintaining integrity here. You're allowing fate to take its course. You're allowing karma to take its course. I feel some of you may be tempted to take matters in your own hands here, but I assure you that you becoming a better version of yourself and focusing on yourself, that is part of the karma. That's part of someone having to go through, or people, whatever your situation, of learning these lessons, okay? And I'm going to get a little bit more too with the justice is coming, but it is coming. It is coming. I can see this was what Spirit was saying. Your solar fire meets lunar wisdom now. This is about balance. This is about it's coming together here. So unplug and relax for a spell. Justice is coming. Okay, I don't even need another card. We can already see what's going on here. Don't worry. Things will be right. In the meantime, you can get right with yourself because, again, part of this justice is, I see this witch, whether you're male or female, this is like your energy. You've got your back. You're doing your own thing. Because remember I said there may be this energy where a person or people, they're just like, whether they realize it or not, because I don't want you to blame them for this, but it's like they don't know boundaries. They don't, it's like, it's not your problem all the time to fix theirs or take on their stuff, right? Anyhow, some of you have been judged. You have been, mistreated here. So get ready for some success. Get ready for some type of illumination. Unplug and relax for that spell. What else? Clear and activate, create sacred space. Do you have a sacred space? No, I'm not saying that you do this, Leo, but I've come to realize after many years of doing oracle messages that people like to hear what they like to hear. They pick out things, but they don't. But I kind of wonder, do people really do what I'm guided to tell them to do? Because it's not me telling you what to do. These are spiritually guided messages here. And this says clear and activate, create sacred space. And I wonder, after the reading's done, how many people, do they listen? Do they go and create a sacred space? Do they go consistently to connect and commune with nature or a higher power, even if it's only 5 minutes a day. And perhaps you do. And I'm not saying that you don't. But let's take a little step towards this and start to feel good, because, you know, these rings are divine rings. And I'll tell you, I never told anyone this, but I'll tell you firsthand, these are real. You know, whoever created these oracle cards, they see the unseen. These are real rings that you see through the third eye. Okay, this is purification. This is also a marking. This is also downloads, because you've been activated. So clear and create a sacred space just for you. Even if it's in a closet, I mean, whatever you got to do, okay? I don't know. But, again, I'm not saying that, you know, you're not doing these things. I know, you do what you guys want to do with these messages. I just want to offer this service here, okay? I just kind of wonder on my end, you know, the ears like to hear what the ears like to hear, but then there's all this other stuff that we got to do to align with that. And I just kind of wonder, sometimes are people doing that, or they're just waiting for, you know, the good fortunes to come? But we got to do some of these things before the good fortunes come, you know? And that's why I'm just here. I just want to help. And look at this. You can be your own knight. This is what you're figuring out. Now, this does not mean, okay, first and foremost, this does not mean you got to be on your own. This is just showing you how powerful and badass you are. Whether you're a prince or princess, knight, or I don't know, what would a girl be? I don't know. Anyhow, doesn't matter. Girl, boy, doesn't matter. King, queen, emperor, empress. You are your own knight. It's not that you can be. You already are your own knight, because you've had to be your own knight. Even from a young childhood, I already know. I told you, I recognize a true warrior here. I see a spiritual warrior here. I already know. I already know how strong you are. You are someone, too, that reveals. See, this sword was a mirror for someone. You were someone's karma in a way. Okay, because you had to reveal something, because you weren't going to put up with something. Now, if it was maybe someone else that was not activated, knows something that's genuine and true from a place that comes from within and not without, they are going to be in a place of delusion, because they believe in that, right? But you're not the one that these things can get by. And as hard as it may be on yourself, you know, you're doing a service by showing what you're representing and what you're not going to handle, what you're doing to change your life for the good and for the best, by not being deceived here. What else? There might be some crystals you can work with. Someone's drinking tea. They've got their plant. Yeah, you got to take really good care of yourself. The between worlds can actually last for quite some time, okay? Everything right now is requiring more patience, because we're living in a very fast pace. Fast, you know, everything is fast, right? Communication's fast, technology's fast, deliveries are fast, cars are fast, airplanes, everything's fast. We have to be careful of that, though, too. Don't get caught up in speed so much that we lose sight of what our ancestors have left on the grounds for us to pick up. Because if we go too fast, we're not going to see it. And you're an ancient one. This is why it pisses you off when you feel rushed, in fact. I know, because I'm the same way. I don't like feeling rushed. I don't like someone telling me to hurry up either. I don't like to be rushed. Anyhow, between worlds, new direction. And Leo, you know, whenever you get to this full moon reading and it resonates for you, then it's for you. Don't question it. But I will say it is, you know, isn't today like Lionsgate? It's just so perfect, right? The lion's portal. All right, so take it easy. Be like this turtle. Turtle spirit is calling you home to yourself. You hold the treasures. You don't need anything. In fact, for a lot of you might be feeling you're ready to just let go and donate a bunch of stuff, get rid of stuff, delete things. I don't know, maybe burn them. Whatever it is you want to do it. Let's see a little bit more about the between worlds. Some of you Leos, I don't know, some of you guys might be tweens. I don't know why I got the word tween, but I can see that. Okay, hold on. There was something else, because some of you, you do have like tweens, you know, that difficult age. But this is what I'm getting with you. You are like, you know, it doesn't matter what age you are, but like on a spiritual level, yes, you are ancient, but it's almost like you're turning something ancient into something new. And that's what you've been doing since you were born. And so now that energy is almost like at that in between, what is it, adolescent and teen? So it's just getting more mature. And this is like something that you're leaving behind as a new energy signature imprint in this world, in this reality. Shield your energy. Oh my gosh. Be like the turtle spirit here. I feel like water is calling you. Whether you can take baths, light a candle, salt water bath, or, you know, or Epsom salt, you know, whatever. Or go, you know, listen to water, be around water. Look beneath the surface. We were talking about that. You've got that ability to have, you know, to look beneath the surface. Don't let the surface bother you. Okay. Let's see, what else? Light codes, I told you, you've been coded here. Oh my goodness. Let your soul be the light now. This is all you got to do. You've been clearing, and you know, this is important. You're clearing and activating energies here. Travel awaits you. For some of you, I can see that, you know, real physical travel. But look at this. We've got the third eye activated here because we've reclaimed our mind, right? We might have felt like something is like spiraling out into the eternities there, the past or the present. And we're like, whoa, we got to reel that in, right? So we're reeling it in. And that's what you're doing by staying grounded. And look at this, these light codes. Now, you know, we pulled and we've reeled it in. And now look at this. We've like taken all of our energy, and it's very potent here. So it's very concentrated. And so there's all kinds of information that's happening here. Healing too. You have been encoded with light codes, Leo. I mean, this is just so perfect. So far, you're the only one that got this card. I'm just saying, okay. Wow, this is like a message so loud, it echoes in silence. Light codes await you. I want a little bit more too for these light codes with Leo here. Balance will be restored. You're starting to get clarification. You're opening up your intuition even more. This is why it's important to guard your energy, take care of it, because I know a lot of you guys know this, but some of you Leos may need to know, you know, there are other energies in the unseen that you don't want to invite and entertain. Okay? But, and you also don't need to be scared of it either. Okay? Look at this. Balance will be restored. We were just talking about you collecting your energies back. And this is exactly what you're doing. You're summoning your parts of yourself back. Maybe for some, it could even go past life here. You know? And here you are being the one, the supernatural here. Manipulating energies in a divine way. Not in a way where we get burned because we're doing something out of integrity. This is doing something in integrity. This is why Spirit is saying, own that power. Trust it. Spirit has given you this power. And trust that anything that feels that it's been fragmented, you are gaining it back. Okay, what else? I see someone who's doing their best to stay in the present moment, smelling a flower, you know, paying attention to what we're sitting on, feeling the air. Gatekeeper here. Okay, timing is critical. We got the celestial gatekeeper. We've got those light codes. Let's get more about this. Why is the timing critical for Leo, please? Oh, don't procrastinate. Don't get in your mind too much, Leo. I know it can be hard. I know. Whether it's you or someone. So some of you guys, you got to pay attention to whether someone is. Golly, I just feel like for some of you guys, my goodness, someone is just so dependent. So watch out for that. But also for a lot of you, you know, the mental plane is overriding the soul right now. And really, who's in charge? Your soul, not the mind, but your soul. Get back into your soul here. Okay, we may need to remain objective even when it comes to letting our own mind take over, because Spirit is saying there's something going on for some of you where right now it may be difficult. Okay, I'm just saying for some, it may be difficult to see a solution, but you will. The first step is to reclaim your mind, which means maybe for some it's starting to step back from witnessing and being the observer, whether or not we are doing something or reacting or thinking in a way where we need someone's approval. Because if that's the case, then you can take a step back and cut that out. And every time you cut that out, you free yourself. So Spirit is saying the timing is critical. Don't be in your head too much. Remember, there's something here. Take a chance on them. Timing is critical. Where's that umbrella? Oh, there it is. Look, take a chance. Because the gate is going to close. And you know that. We were just talking about what we were just talking about this time around the full moon of when this is published. Wow, the gate. Okay, let's continue and see what else Spirit wants you to know. Okay, see, love and light, act with care. You're a very sensitive being and soul. And the reason why, it's not because you are, and hopefully you don't think that or take that as a weakness, because it's not. It's just, it's the opposite. You're expansive. You're expansive. Your soul is so much bigger than your physical vessel anyhow. Anyhow, love and light, act with care. You got to show yourself that you care enough to take care of yourself. Don't let someone or anything disrupt your peace of mind or even take parts of your love for your life, for yourself, for those things that matter. Again, I'm just going to say this. I just feel that there is an energy that is greedy for your time, your emotions, because they're trying to siphon that love and light. Because they're not willing to do the work themselves to achieve that level where it is infinite. So they don't realize, right? So people don't realize, whether it's conscious or unconscious, that they're siphoning it when they can get it for their damn selves. I don't know why I got such attitude right now with you. Anyhow, I feel like I have to stick up for you. Okay, let's continue and see what else for you. Oh, no, actually, that is it. Okay, so before we end the reading, I want to tie in the new moon energy here. So let's find out from Spirit, what do you need to know to prepare for the new moon, okay? And, you know, the new moon is a good time to self-reflect, continue to release, and to set out new intentions. Big or small, it doesn't matter. It's the intentions. It's the weaving of it. So what does what does Leo need to do to prepare for the new moon? And that, I don't know if I mentioned that's going to be in a couple of weeks, or just check your calendar or whatever for when it's for you. I feel like this card wants to come out too. Oh, I get 8 of Cups and the Devil card here. But anyhow, that would be Capricorn and water sign temptation. So what you got to do to be prepared is do not be led astray, because you are on a beautiful spiritual evolution. You know, allowing your heart to be expansive and free, because this temptation on the surface, it may look like you can expand your heart, but it's a trap. And your soul already knows, because your soul gets tired of it. It gets drained from this energy. So what I see is that you've got great discernment. And so in order to prepare for the new moon, just be cautious of things that try to drag you back, or something that could be a temptation. Now, some of you, yes, it could be, you know, there may be a little secret temptation here, but you got to watch out for that. Take control of something here, okay? I encourage you to. Now, for those that maybe have a strong thing about that, what can they do? If something strong happens here, what can Leo do? Oh my God. This is so weird. Okay, I can see it though. See your energy, your pure love and light anyways. Regardless of what you've done in life, okay, we all humans, we all do stupid things, we make mistakes, but it might sound disgusting, but no, I don't think it sounds disgusting, but it's just funny. I was cracking up because Spirit was telling me it's because you secrete, you secrete like this love and light smell, right? And this is what that devil energy likes, that damn siphon energy, right? That doesn't want to do the work. Anyhow, what do they got to do if this is like strong here? You got to meditate. You got to remember, we're talking about, you know, doing these things to bring, you know, yourself more into an accelerated alignment of restored fortune, restored balance here. So Spirit is saying the way out of this is to pause, to reflect, to ask why you might be tempted, or why maybe someone, because some of you guys, this is someone who just won't leave you alone, I feel, but somehow, some way, you got to distance yourself. The more you do it, the better off, and they'll finally get the picture here. But anyhow, improvements require persistence. I think that's pretty much saying it like it is. So Leo, I hope that you enjoyed this full moon reading. This is the second time I've done this series, and I think I'd like to keep it going, okay? So I hope that you have a good day and that this was helpful. Love and light. Take care.